Hey yo, welcome back, y'all. If this is your first time joining us, you just tuned into the Daily Routine Late Night Edition for Monday, May 23rd, 2011. I'm the boy Junior Ma. And just to finish my thought from part one of this broadcast right here, as far as the TV joint, again, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that I'm in by no means on the level of some of the shows and some of the people that I mentioned as far as some of the jobs that I would like to, apply for in TV and entertainment. But if you just dig it really for what it is, or some raw dog shit, y'all. Like, I grew up watching TV, which means I studied it my whole life. I was raised off of TV, and like once I understood the mechanics of it, like how it worked, like I sort of kind of, and I don't know if it was jokingly, but again, you kind of manifest your own reality. And I always used to say, like, man, like I'm gonna figure out how to get on the other side of the TV, or I used to say, I'm gonna figure out how to get on the other side of the screen. You know what I mean? Like that was the words that I used to say to myself. You know, anytime I just got that sort of that urge or when that spirit, whatever it was, you know what I mean, just got out to be like, yo, like I'm gonna figure out a way to get on the other side of that screen, man. And like again, me, I'm real analytical with anything in my religious beliefs. Philosophically, you know what I mean? I mean, that's how the Sagittarius mind works. We're real analytical like that. So once I've realized how the TV, television, and entertainment works, like, I don't want to say like I made it a vow, like it wasn't like a life or death mission of mine, but like just, again, me knowing me, the, you know what I mean, digging or knowing the type of person I was, I'm like, yo, I'm going to figure out a way how to get on the other side of that screen, yo. And so we want to fast forward all the way up until like a year ago when everything lined up and allowed me to have the opportunity to record a show for just YouTube. We was just going to do it just for the internet and whatnot. And, just by meeting people, politicking and networking, the opportunity came very, very soon into my junior show run or whatever. Where we can get the junior show. We had only shot maybe 3 or 4 episodes, I think, at that time. The opportunity came along and presented itself for us to air it on a local TV station and on Verizon Fios. And so when when the opportunity came, I didn't even realize it at the time, but like I got on TV, like I achieved my goal, I fulfilled a goal, but I was so busy working at it and doing just what I do, just being me. You know what I mean? That it wasn't until like maybe the second or show aired on television before I like really realized what I'd done. And like again, for me, it was just the satisfaction of figuring out the game or a game that I had set forth to figure out. You know what I mean? Me coming to completion and figuring out that game, which is, TV and entertainment and whatnot. And like, it's just all crazy because I knew we had shot the episode for television, our first episode for television, which was like my 5th like total junior show. And it aired. I didn't see it because, I got DirecTV. It comes on another cable service provider. So like the first couple of episodes, like I didn't even see my own show. But I knew what I did. We had saw the rough footage of it before it aired, and I co-host the pirate radio show. We were formerly Radioactive Mix Show. We just switched to pirate radio at the beginning of the year, and so I was co-hosting the pirate radio show with Knock. Knock, if you don't know, DJ Nuke Knocker co-hosts the junior show with me, and that's sort of kind of the exchange that we had worked out. But it was like when he saw it on TV, the next day he came up and he was like, Ma, like, we're on TV. I seen the show on TV. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at him like, nah, like, of course we're on TV. Like, what did we go down to the studio for? Like, what did we sit in front of the green screen for? Like, we were shooting for TV. Like, what don't you get? You know what I mean? And I couldn't figure out why he was just all bedazzled. But, you know what I mean? I hate to get long-winded with the story, but one Saturday, I was actually supposed to go out. I had a dinner meeting with my attorney, He had canceled. So I said, oh, no. He had pushed it back to a later date. So I said, I'm not going to starve until the dinner meeting, and then I'm all hungry and scarfing down food and talking with my mouth full at the meeting, at the table. I said, let me just go and get something light. That way I can tie myself over, and that way I'm not starving when we go down to meet for dinner and whatnot. And so I'm at the store, I'm watching, I put my order in, and I look at the clock, and I realize, like, yo, like, it's close to my time, or it's close to the time that the show airs and whatnot. We were airing at 5:30, right after American Idol Rewind on one of the local channels up here. So I looked at the clock, it was a little after 5:30 and shit, so I'm like, yo, the show's on. I said, damn, I was in the fish store, right on Penn Avenue. I said, damn, I wonder who's the service provider. So I asked the boy, we was on Verizon Fios. So I asked the boy, I said, yo, dog, I said, what cable y'all got in here? Who's your cable provider? He says, oh, that's Fios. I said, dog, would you mind if I turn the channel real quick? So he turns on the channel. Lo and behold, my show is on. And, like, I can't imagine. Like, I've seen it on the computer. I've seen it, doing editing work after we came out from a shoot and whatnot. But, like, I'm going to tell you, like, it's a difference when you look and you see yourself on the TV screen. Like it's just an incredible feeling. And, like, I'm geeked. Like, everybody that's coming in the store, I'm like, yo, it's my show. That's my show right there. Like, I'm going outside, sticking my head out, like, yo, my show on, y'all, my show on, y'all. And so, like, it took me, like, a whole 2-3 weeks after we first aired for me to finally realize, like, what I've done. And so, like, again, it's all a blessing and whatnot. But like I said, like, being Junior is a full-time job. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do this for bread and meat. My whole thing to do this, besides giving myself a platform, was to feature other artists and promoters and events and, restaurants and hot spots and things like that around the city. And so, my thing is, like, I'm going to do this regardless. Like, I already proved by not having no skill, no talent, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not on here telling jokes. I'm not on here rapping, you know what I mean? Nothing like that. Like, I figured out a way to get on TV doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? Being me. So, like, I don't have to talk to no managers or agents or bite my tongue out, you know what I mean, watch what I say because of this sponsor and that sponsor and this and that. Like, I figured out a way, like, I appeared courtesy of myself, you know what I'm saying? And I think that right there is something, you know what I mean, again, because it don't come with all the glitz and glamour, you know what I mean, of Hollywood, you know what I mean, and of stardom and whatnot. But, like, I just want to just let people know that little fact right there. And, like, for real, straight G with it. Like, I appear courtesy of myself. You know what I mean? My whole point of having a TV show was just an outlet for people who needed an outlet. You know what I mean? But, like, the game, the entertainment game industry, like, whatever you want to call it, like, it's so grimy and like, people were so, like, just the crab in the barrel mentality, man. Like, instead of utilizing a format that was created for them, you know what I mean, they would rather, you know what I mean, compete with me and try to come up with their own little spins or takes or, you know what I mean, or whatever, on shit that I'm doing that really just come naturally. Like, dude, like, or whoever, like, you are someone portraying someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I get up on the camera, like, I'm Junior Mafia. Like, I'm not no artist. I'm not no entertainer. I ain't no juggler. I'm not up here, not juggler, like a jugular, like circus and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just the boss. So, like, if me just being me figured out a way to get onto television and you being a model, a rapper, a singer, a comedian, or whatever it is that have yet to break through and do that, then, like, common sense tells me that you should probably holler at me and fuck with me, you know what I mean? But, like, if you choose to make yourself an adversary or put yourself in opposition to me, then by all means go ahead, because at the end of the day, like, I don't compete with nobody. Like, you gonna see me and I'm gonna come through regardless. Like, people ask me, like, why I don't go out. Like, yo, I am out. You know what I mean? I'm where out goes when it comes home. You know what I mean? So, like, that's why I don't go out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, people should fuck with me just on the strength that what I did is a platform and a conduit for them to utilize. When you put yourself in opposition to me, again, you are just saturating already an oversaturated market instead of synergizing and taking advantage of all the tools and the resources that are available to you. And that's what I set out to do with the show. And so, like I always say, like, I ain't on here selling nothing. I ain't on here promoting nothing. Like, as far as the artists that I promote, if you my peoples, if I fucks with you, I fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? If I don't fuck with you and your music is banging, and, you know what I mean, and you keep it cordial, like, I fucks with you. But, like, other than that, like I'm going to do this and I'm going to come through regardless. You know what I mean? So, like, you should probably fuck with me. Like, and, you know, I didn't mean to get all into a mad, crazy rant with that right there, but I just wanted to specify that and make that shit clear. Like, again, I appear courtesy in myself, and I don't do this for bread and meat. I do this because I can. You know what I mean? And, like, it's just as simple as that. Like, you know, it's just not really much more I can say to that. Like, I'm going to come through. You're going to see me, whether it's on the internet, whether it's on TV, whether you hear me on the radio. Like, I'm going to come through and I'm going to be here regardless. Like, I'll get on here and read a fucking book. I'll get on WBGN. I'll get on Verizon Fios and I'll read a motherfucking book because I figured out the formula that I can do that on those platforms. You know what I mean? So if you try and be whatever it is you trying to be and you have yet to figure out the formula, if you have yet to make it onto the screen and whatnot, then again, like, I'm here to work with you. I'm here to help you. So please don't see me as an enemy or an adversary. You know what I mean? And I just had to reiterate that on the whole TV tip. And so, being as though I ran long with that segment, we're going to take a pause for the cause, and we'll be right back with the Daily Routine Late Night Edition.